The hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
You mean find a way across? Walk across the one log? How could you not figure that out? A tree. Jesus, piece of train. I don't know how I'm gonna get across this river. Fucking does river even form this way? Flowing into rock, huh? River makes no motherfucking sense, boys. No motherfucking sense at all.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Fucking Stucky scaring shit out of me. Oh, I hate when they give you ammunition in horror games because you know you're gonna have to fucking use it soon then. That monster got hit with the one bullet reloaded fucking style shot. Nah. What do you get, scary motherfucker? God damn it, I swear to God, boys, I'm not this terrible in most games. And it's like, I beat the main story of this game way back when it came out on 360. But boys, the graphics were nowhere near this good. I wasn't shitting myself at all. Now there's fucking poop everywhere. It's quite unfortunate.
Taken. They're taken.
I don't remember much from playing this way back, but I remember in this part of the game, we're going to go to a crane and lower that to get across. I remember that part. But how or where? Memory's not so great on that part. Memory's not so great on most parts, actually, in life, in general. Kind of dog shit, actually.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
I couldn't possibly make a 1 foot jump, grab it, and then climb up by pulling myself up. One pull-up is too much. I might die trying to find another way up. But a man's gotta do what he's got. So fucking stupid. Boys, does every fucking like hydro box just have revolvers with bullets in it? What the fuck? Just in case a hydro worker has to stop a robbery or some shit? What the fuck? Hydro 1/police at your service.
There was no power. There was bound to be a
Ah,
generator
Hydro 1. I
somewhere
was
in the
like,
log
okay, you probably
site.
could guess. And you said police. I was like, oh, we don't need any help. Please leave. I yelled, oh god, but my mic was muted. God damn.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
You need to get a better mic. Fucking, there's no way I'm gonna have this controller mic unmuted. You guys would. Nobody wants to hear that crap. But it's like, fuck, miss all the fucking real responses. Like, I'm such a bitch with horror games. God damn it. Comedy is lost. Well, I'm just gonna live here now. Hello, home. Oh fuck, the Jenny's gonna run out though. Goodbye, home. A fucking creepy place. Oh shit, that is the one part of the game I remember. I knew it. I knew it. I was right. Yeah. I remember the first playthrough I ever did when I was young. I fucked up that jump over the logs at first. Fucked that chair up. Freeze cans.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night.
Fucking my nerd ass had the strategy guide for this game too. I wish I had all the strategy guides.
Take a moment.
God damn it.
Step
Whenever I used to get an A on a test when I was a kid, fucking parents would get me one PS2 game and a strategy guide with it.
The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along.
Needed the guide because, man, game sense was not a thing for me when I was young. Let me tell you.
Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking...
Remember my first playthrough when I was a kid. When I'd run into a radio or whatever, like a manuscript page or whatever, I'd always read it all or listen to it all, or the TV shows I'd watch it all because that means I got a break from the scary.
Probably rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Departure by Alan Wake. Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. "The cabin on Cauldron Lake?" she asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse, alone at my own wake, thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Barry had never gotten along with Alice, But he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page." At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Okay, that's less welcoming, bud. Less welcoming. I was just complimenting the warm light of your fucking gas station. And then you start hollering crazy shit in the woods. Way to fucking just take that right out from under me, bud. That scared the fucking shit out of me, boys. Fuck you! Fuck this, boys, I'm running. Fuck that manuscript page, too. It's like if a dude tried to fucking rob me in an alleyway with a knife in real life, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd just look at her and be like, well, do what you gotta do, bud. Don't give a fuck. But my goodness, video games. For some reason, something scary happened. Alec cry. Alright, I gotta go back for that fucking manuscript page. Can't do it. Ah, thank God. Home. real worried about those boxes and shit because I also remember one other thing. That's that one of them's a fucking trap. Oh, fuck you. Dirty hook. God damn it, Birdie. The fuck me nothing. No, I want it, you don't want it, nobody wants nothing, so why don't we just all go our separate ways? Preferably you in hell and me at the gas station. Do your log hang low, do a wobble till the flows, drop on your head, I hope fucking no.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it.
I could just say straight up pick up shotgun over and over and over again and revolver and shit. It's like, oh yeah, this dude's literally just picking up 73 weapons.
Such a legacy is steep in
Just fire them and toss them, disposables.
in Night Springs.
I thought that fucking sign out there was a dude.
Episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man.
What was I thinking, boys? We got a movie to watch.
Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin.
Doesn't look like he's jerking off to Dr. Barclay Colvin.
Join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight,
The Moorcock Institute, of course.
Demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be
Okay, maybe I was low-key into this. This shit's super intriguing and fucked out of belief, which is why I love it.
One in which the weapon didn't fire.
Quantum suicide.
Where it did. With my machine here,
I want to see the episode where it did. Fuck, the reactions of the people.
Always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Oh, fuck. I got my wish. Shit, boys.
Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
I hate that saying. I got kitties. They're real curious. If you kill them, I'll kill you, goddammit. Oh, that tricked me to fucking waste time in the darkness. I thought it was gonna be a fucking light switch. I'd really rather not have it, but I'd really rather not fucking have it.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares
Get
to
stuck,
come,
Bucky.
assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
In reality, he's just fucking allergic to coffee, and he keeps finding these fucking thermoses with coffee and drinking them, and he gets more and more insane. He's just Jeffrey Dahmer. Thought he was doing everyone a service and killing monsters. In reality, he's in a shopping mall, and these are regular people. Oh no! Right before he dies in like 20 years, he'll come to in the fucking padded room and be like, "This makes more sense," and he'll go peacefully into that quiet sleep.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
You don't really get, never gonna really forget about a deer with that fucking kind of a stare, mouth half open, like he's hollering, "Fuck!" Oh,
After the insanity I had just experienced in the
oh, that was
darkness,
a
the
fucking
lights
shitty
of the gas
misclick.
station
Always hold
showed
the
no light.
revolver, boys, just
At
in
least for
case
a
you're an idiot
moment,
like me.
the sane world reasserted itself.
Someone try some papers. I'm gonna roll a joint with
The
it and
garage
smoke
was a
it.
mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Or the owner's a slob. One of those. One of those. This actually isn't that bad, honestly. Which says something about the area I live in.
Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
How would he know the fucking number right away to the sheriff's station of a town he's just visiting? This is his first day here, or whatever. Like, what? Didn't catch that when I was young, geez.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down.
It's not a perfect ass, but I mean, I could work with it.
There's no island in Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please.
None for Alan, he's married.
Okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't.
He was in the woods and I killed him because he was a monster and all his monster friends were dead too. I killed him with flares because there were shadows, so flares killed him. No, it wouldn't sound crazy at all, but get the fucking psych center over here. Get somebody. We need doctors. Doctors with straight jackets. No, I believe you, Mr. Wake, totally. Could you get in the back seat of the cop car? No particular reason. Did you wear his shiny bracelet as well? It goes on both wrists. No reason, no. If this was me looking out there and there was no fucking cabin, I'd be like, well, guess I am batshit. Time to confess and go to the psych ward. Because that's clearly what would be the fucking occurring thing. Not I did not realize I was sitting at that fucking episode 1 sign. I started fucking around shopping online on my phone.
Damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice?
For shit I can't afford, damn it.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared. Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Pretty nice place. And then I realize it's in New York, and it's like, holy fuck, this guy's fucking rich. Boy, imagine nowadays how much a place like this would cost in fucking New York. But the closet's $2 grand a month. What the fuck? You got a big ass fucking library, living area. You got your own fucking deck and shit. You can just tell by the what's it called, the railing, made of stone, not like it was fucking carved. Clearly, that's architecture. That's a hard word for Alex. Don't make fun of me. But yeah, that's style points right there. So you know it just costs like tens of thousands more.
They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding.
We should fucking sell this place, girl. You're multi-millionaires, for fuck's
I
sake.
can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
That's a miracle of money.
These look really good.
Oh,
Do they?
So Barry gets his hands on them. Which,
Do they?
by the way, will happen over
He looks like he's at a funeral.
the last time was the last.
The other one looks like a ripoff from like a gag book.
He called. Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right
Yourself,
here.
bitch.
I'm on it, honey.
I'm made of fucking fuses. I'm busy. I'm looking at my artwork. You hurry. Where's my fucking sandwich? Just kidding.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
That's pretty negative, girl. Keep being negative. Maybe I'll really not like you. Wife.
Alan, I really need those lights on.
Do you? Well, you know where to switch that. Listen, bitch. I'm watching the wind. I am busy.
Alan, please check the fuse box. It's in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh, not the fuses. Power must be out.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on now, please.
You know where everything's at. You just told me where it is in the hallway. I'm fucking... I'm an electrician. I'm a writer.
I can't handle much more of this, Alan. Please get those lights on.
Oh, God. She's at the hallway. I don't fucking see it, boys. My God. I thought that was a fucking painting.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
I'm leaving with the flashlight.
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
Oh, she's good now. Now that there's a flashlight on in the next room.
No, it's stupid, but it's just.
So chasing me down and beating the shit out of me like, motherfucker, I said I'm scared. Give me that fucking light.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares.
Blows out candles. And he's just, it's a scary story.
When I was really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy.
You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here.
You take it easy.
If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
It's worse. Give me drugs.
Sarah,
I mean,
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you.
medication.
Very good at her job. I'm
So I can abuse it.
locate
Hurry
your
up.
wife in no time.
Give it a fucking rose. Oh yeah. I've seen fucking shadow monsters.
Called into the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry
Maybe
about
you're
the
a shadow
short
monster.
for
Pulls
this.
out gun.
She's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a bull.
I like the content, boys, but I could not give a fuck less about this. Jesus. Did this man just say fly fishing? Man, I don't know if they were just fishing for how patient their fucking players are with that one, but in my case, not very, bud. Say the words fly fishing to me again. I'm jumping off.
Have a nice day now.
You fucking have a nice day talking to me like that, bitch.
Later on to remind you, just in case.
Come back now.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I
Yo,
wasn't ready to
I want to
leave.
go with a light bitch, yo. She clearly knows about the monsters. Like as if he didn't chase her down and be like, hey, I've seen the things you're talking about, bitch. What the fuck is going on? She clearly is the only other one that fucking is seeing these monsters. Guy doesn't think much, does he?
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
God, fucking bitch. Can't come see me at the front desk. I gotta go her. Is she the one getting paid? She's the one on duty.
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's
She
charged
has a
now.
desk and everything. Oh fuck, she's that
Have you
sheriff?
started looking for my wife
Oh
yet?
boys.
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what
This town
happened?
must be lawless.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
Like, as he's explaining this, it sounds like he killed her, clearly.
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff
We get there and it turns out to be a super fan or something that's just fucking really gay for Alan Wake. Gets there, his wife's tied up and he's like, alright. We're having sex at Lover's Peak right now or their wife's dead. What the fuck? And she's watching. What the
early morning
fuck?
light hurt my eyes and
Kind
made
of
my
fucking
head ache.
fantasy. It's
But
my
on the phone,
fantasy.
he
I have
says,
the
"Go through
gun.
the fence
Let's
on the
go.
left."
Oh, fuck me, Alan. You've clearly
Alice's
kicked in
driver's
some
license
doors,
had been
buddy.
placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Because, low key, boys, I myself have kicked in a few doors in my life. It's a long, I'm 29 now. It's been many years. It's had to be done a few times. Twice to my own door because I locked myself out, lost the key. A couple other times we're not going to get into.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Only young and dumb once.
I had to get the sheriff to
Boy,
let me
was
know.
I dumb.
I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Manuscript page time.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling, caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
That sounds fucking terrifying. Jesus. I always thought this game had such a great story. It was a great fucking game. Man, so pumped that they made that second one. I gotta beat the remastered #1 though before I fuck around with that one. And hopefully it'll be on sale by then. You know what I'm saying? I'm very poor. You know what I'm saying? Please. I just financed fucking premium edition of Skull and Bones, boys. Paying it off. I pay off games by the month. Ouch.
Caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
My staff. I thought he's talking about his cock. For fuck's
Lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, that's not fucking suspicious.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
He doesn't want to help people to get inside her right after they fucking rock them in the fucking teeth as hard as they can.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake!
The plan should have been to scope out Lover's Peak during the day and have a dude waiting for other guy to show up, get him to knock him out as he's bringing his wife in. Bam! Now you just got a knocked out kidnapper and your wife's in the backseat of your car, banging Barry. You're wrong.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mister takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Fuck, register's not unlocked. I don't remember where Rusty is, and I wasn't paying attention to what he said, for fuck's sake, so... I'll balcony, I'm an idiot. Didn't remember what he said, remembered it from my first playthrough.
Easy there, boy.
Like, a decade ago, fuck.
Hey, you're Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but...
Oh my goodness, it's so much sadder with the better graphics, what the fuck.
I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just
I grab my dick until it fucking spits stuff out. No problem, bud. Give what you get.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha-ha, let's have a laugh on Barry.
I think this is the form you wanted.
Yeah, it'd be more believable if it was let's laugh at Barry. Fuck you, Barry. Sit, stay, good Barry.
Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure.
No barking, Barry.
It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually.
Always doing a little dance. Barry, gotta go pee. Barry, gotta go pee.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps. You don't end up like Mac.
Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof.
Barry, I'm gonna smack the fucking shit out of you, dog. Yeah, I told you I shot somebody. And you keep riding my ass about this shit. Maybe I should shoot you, Bear.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry.
His name's Alan, but not Al.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Honestly, now that I said those mean things about Barry, I hope he doesn't die. Kind of seems like he means well.
Hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
I don't really think that's the case. I think people generally like tourists because tourism brings money in to your home.
Poison ivy, God knows what. This is so
Fucking hypochondriac. Jesus. Might over matter. I just assume I'm never gonna get sick, and it's been quite a few years since I've been sick, so just assume you're never gonna get sick. Fuck it. You never do. Works for me, y'all. Okay, if Barry dies now, I'm gonna feel extra bad 'cause I turn the lights off, and I'm just gonna feel like I caused that shit. Should I turn the lights back on? I could, but the way Barry was talking shit at the side of his neck and all that, fuck you, Bear. Oh, nice of the cops to leave me a revolver.
I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Manuscript page time. Fuck, there was no new manuscript page. We're pranked.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
But luckily I had this revolver and the cops didn't take me yet, so I shot the fucking door lock and problem
I was
solved.
still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it.
Yeah, fuck Barry trying to talk sense to me, son of a bitch. Believe my craziness and go with the craziness and make the craziness more crazy. Or die. It ain't cray, gay. Nothing wrong with being gay. But it ain't cray. Oh god, that was fucking... I just shit myself, boys. I just shit myself. I fucking shit. I pooed over fuck's sake. I really didn't enjoy that.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Wait, who the fuck uses a light switch with their whole hand? What the fuck? This is fucking...
I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the party.
The fucking death stare Alan has on this fucking light switch.
That takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth.
Alright, fish talk, I'm out. Jesus Christ. The fucking wheelbarrow scared me. And I'm the one that pushed over. Fuck my ass, boys. Really hope it doesn't happen. Really don't want my ass fucked. Fuck my ass. Fucking birds, fuck my ass. Get out of here. I was raped by a pigeon. Help.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of
Sees broken light switch, puts gun to head, kills self.
But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
The scary door. I remember that at some point. The scary door.
The man in the mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
Oh, that's cool. It rains feathers in here forever. That's nice. Cool. Seems legit.
Well, why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow. That sentence really flows, huh? maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe it.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
That was intense. The scary door. Alright, y'all. It's the end of my first part. I gotta fucking do some damn Call of Duty challenges, unfortunately, so. Yeah, shit done. Might play Best Club ones too. I don't know if I'm gonna post that though. Still kind of feeling that game out. But, hope anybody watched had a good day. Thanks for watching. Take her easy, y'all.